love the smell of fresh, brand new coffee. And I prefer actually grinding the beans myself and then obviously being able to smell the beans and the aroma that's given off. And if you're a coffee fan like I am, you might actually realize that every single bean for every single flavor and whatnot all has its own flavor. But today, the message that I wanted to share with you is actually another time today, specifically, that I was enjoying coffee. And it wasn't at my home like I am right now. Right now I'm in the middle of my kitchen. But today I was actually in Starbucks, and while I was at Starbucks, I actually ran into a gentleman that I see there on a regular basis. Most Monday, Wednesday, Fridays in a single week, I'll go to this particular Starbucks. And there I'll do some work, send some emails, and kind of just, hang out there and do some stuff. It allows me to get out and kind of explore, if you will, get out and kind of, check out the new area. I don't know if you know this or not, but I actually just moved to the Temecula area, and it's a good base for me to be able to go and hang out. Anyhow, so I'm at this Starbucks, and I walk inside, and I see this gentleman that I see on a regular basis, and we've never really struck up a conversation, but because in network marketing we're taught to go and talk to people and communicate and figure out, what they're all about and what they're doing and see if they're open to opportunities and whatnot. I don't typically do that anymore. I did go and ask this gentleman. He happened to be right next to the station where I stir. Your half and half and your sugar and all the kind of goods you would normally put in your coffee, because I always drink drips. I don't do a lot of the foo-foo drinks, even though they might be good. I don't. Anyhow, so I'm there and I asked this gentleman, I see you in here all the time, and I'm curious, what do you do? And he said, well, I'm a home business entrepreneur, and I work here helping people, and I provide a service, legal service and whatnot. So, me being in the industry for a few years, right? I came out with the basic conclusion that this guy represents prepaid legal. And so I just asked him, do you represent prepaid legal? And he said yes and confirmed. And we got to talking a little bit, and I ended up finding out that he's using replicated websites done by his company. Now, that's not a bad thing for somebody who doesn't really have a lot of online market knowledge or marketing knowledge. And by no means am I saying I'm an expert, but I'd like to believe that I am a lot further ahead than I'd say probably the majority of the whole network marketing niche as far as online presence. And so I asked him plainly, I was like, would you like to be able to learn how to generate leads to you on a regular and consistent basis? Because even though right now I wasn't, and that's probably where he was at the same time. So I asked him, I said, would you be interested in learning that? And he said, absolutely. And so we exchanged cards, and later on this week we'll end up talking, but that's the whole point of today's real video. You see, this is week 5 in the Ewing Star Challenge. And I've already covered a lot about what I do personally inside of my business with personal branding and all the other kind of good stuff. Well, today's about education and helping other people. So if I can actually educate somebody on how to write an article and then have them target specific keywords for a specific company or product or whatever it might be to be able to generate leads, then that's what I can do. So today, I wanted to share with you that part of my business isn't just, giving people a great service, personal branding, and whatnot. It's also to be able to help educate people. I wouldn't really call myself a coach or a guru by any means, but like I mentioned earlier, I have certain specific and acquired knowledge that definitely sets me above the rest inside of the industry on some levels. Now, to this gentleman, he might be exactly where he wants to be, or he may not. But right now I can tell you that anybody in the home-based business industry, they all really want one thing, and that's to continually feed their business, either through leads or new prospects. And that is a valuable thing that I can teach people how to be able to generate. Even today I've been able to drive leads or be able to drive people to my websites, even with the little amount of knowledge that I would say that I have, because anybody who acquires knowledge knows that there's a lot more to learn. So even with the amount of knowledge that I know, I'm able to do that, and I can bring that to him as well. So essentially that's what I also serve inside of my business for new team members as they come aboard. A proven strategy of things that have worked for me, that have worked for other marketers, that I've learned it through, and that'll work for them as well. So that's about it. That's today's video, and I'm about to enjoy a fresh, brand new pot of coffee. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.